Hey guys, it's been a minute. I'm all moved in. I need to clean up. It is a horrific mess in here from taking our sweet ass time moving. But as you can see, that's a different car. Not to be outdone by Chase, who got himself an LS project. My dumbass decided to, well, why have one Datsun when you can have two? And picked up this turd for cheap. It was a good price. Came with some fancy bits and pieces like Haltech, harness, a race pack, an actual display dash. Pretty cool. It's a set of Z31 axle, turbo axles in there. This has got a cell already set up in it. Up under this, there's a battery box welded in here. There's a bunch of kind of mediocre slash okay-ish rust repair done on this. Figure this is probably an alright time to make a bit of documentation on this turd, because this one's actually got me kind of excited for some reason or other. This motor was seemingly rebuilt, and then it sat poorly stored for what looks like quite a while, because it had some water and rust in the cylinders, and the cylinder heads were definitely rebuilt slash refresh slash might have been new castings, I don't really know. But they again had some funk from nasty storage. But holy crap, I understand why people like these engines now. Jesus, these are easy to work on. Had this thing, had intake manifold, both cylinder heads off in like 15 minutes. And had it broken free in, I don't know, another couple minutes after that. And got it treating with some ATF in the holes. And just kind of been slowly working it back and forth, trying to get it freshened up, and I figure we'll send it once we put it back together, and then I think it's on to a life of turbo hell for this thing, since why have an NA V8 when you can have a turbo one, and there's a whole me width of room in front of this thing. So I figure we'll do like a little Honda half radiator there, and then a similarly sized air-to-air intercooler on the other side, and should have plenty of room for fun and shenanigans in there. Appears it's an actual LS1. It's got ARP studs in it. It's got some form of cam. It's got comp hardened push rods and some other fun crap lurking in there. So I'm just waiting for Mr. Bill to find me a TH400, because I have very little faith in the 700 R4 that happens to be in it. So this, my lazy ass has not done anything with recently. I really need to just put a OEM turbo back on this manifold and hook everything up and get some time on it. See if this motor's any good. Otherwise, it's been sitting here. I ordered some suspension bits and pieces, got some BCs here for it, because I really don't like these coilovers. They're very clongy and annoying and have no ability to adjust preload. I don't know if you noticed, but Chase and I got my lift installed pretty fast, actually. So I don't remember if we ever showed you what this looked like. This is, again, got a bunch of rust repair done, and it's pretty basic inside. It's hella sunk. Look at that. Freaking mint. So I gotta build some wheels for this, or buy something that fits it worth a shit, because these are hideous. And then this should be running pretty soon again. Really doesn't need much. I need to put the turbo crap on and kind of get some fresh fuel lines in it and bleed the brakes. And it's about time for some burnouts with it. Got an absolute wall of misery growing over here that's just nothing but parts and fluids and chemicals, and got all the wash stuff over there. Got all my automotive chemicals. There's motorcycle crap, vibe stuff, freaking RB, tons of RB stuff. More motorcycle stuff. And then I got this lovely manifold that I'm going to hopefully be using on my RB here in a bit. With a turbo that hopefully isn't tiny. This is just an old 3582, so if I can't find anything better than that, I'll probably end up using it. Because it's frankly capable of what I actually want to do with this car, which is somewhere in the realm of 400 to 450 wheel on pump gas. I think I'm going to need some springs at minimum in the cylinder head, because I have very little faith in the factory ones. They're very flimsy and soft. This is just looking sad over here. I really need to do this too. I was thinking Wiring Specialties usually has pretty good sales for Black Friday, so I may just order one of their Pro Series harnesses and put this turd together. It's pretty much just needs some fuel lines and a harness, and then an intercooler setup. I guess there's nothing there. This is just a pile of trash currently. Hasn't done really anything since we pulled the motor out of it and got the glass out of it, and I've done a little bit of body work on it when I have time, but with having moved, it's just been miserable. It was a lot of work getting into this place and getting all of our stuff moved from the old house, so I hopefully will have a bit more motivation here and put some hours in a couple of these cars and do some burnout videos. Something that we're kind of lacking on this channel. Even with having numerous fun cars over the years, we don't really ever do burnouts with any of them. So this, I think, will be an absolute ridiculous machine for burnouts. So the plan is TH400 with a manual valve body and trans brake, and then I don't know how much this motor will hold us, so I assume it'll probably do 600-ish okay. Even on pump gas, we'll just size the turbo accordingly. And if it doesn't, then we'll be going to pick and pull and finding a random shitty truck 5.3 or 6 liter or 4.8 and putting them back together with that. I've got a new in-box Quaif back end for it that I need to assemble, and then it should have a solid helical limited slip back end in it. I don't know if we ever posted a video of what was actually wrong with the RB car. When we got it started and running in the last video, it really just sounded off, and we weren't entirely sure why until I realized that the turbo up and decided to yeet its own self, and the turbine wheel said, nah, dog, climb out of here. That's what it should look like. Thanks to the magic of science and overspeeding turbos, these like to head eject, so that is exactly why it sounded like a tractor when we did get it going. So, need to throw that one on there for the time being, run it, I don't know, put 500 or 1,000 miles on the motor, make sure it's good before put a big turbo in it. But other updates, I got an ECU Masters ECU for this turd, so that'll be my first time tinkering with that. It's just a basic EMU classic, so we will see what that's like. I haven't done a whole lot of speed density tuning, mostly just MAF junk, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's fun. Really just need to get motivated and get some work done, because this is it's a good car. It's just sitting here doing nothing though, and I really miss having a fun old car to drive around. So hopefully you like this update, and hopefully you yell at me either in person or on the internet and tell me to get to work and do something productive, because I've got a lot of cool stuff laying around and very little motivation to do it. So until next time, have a good day.